And I like the effort of the young ladies out there. A lot of things we've been through the last couple of days of, making a transition, implementing some new things offensively. Vegas, threw a zone on us tonight that most teams don't do. And, we just tried to handle that a little bit with some shooting outside. And, we had a lot of shots. We have 71. We just got to shoot better and put those shots down. We forced 19 turnovers, to a team who's top in the league, and that's a plus sign for us to do that, be aggressive. I thought the first, quarter a little bit and a little bit of second, we put a lot of pressure on Vegas with traps and making them do some things they didn't want to do. And then, Wilson, opened up her game by driving to the basket and getting some stuff inside. So she, hats off to her. She had a good night and made some things happen for Vegas and the Ace.
Asia's going the way that she was going.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys ever think about just blitzing her, sending the double right when she touched?
Yeah, we did. And once we tried to do that, they space out so well that by the time you get there, being a post player, she's very explosive of really drawing the fouls and getting to the rim and finishing. Her thing was, popping out and shooting that jump shot early. And so we switched out on that, having Nneka go out and rotate out of it instead and keep Liz inside. But their guards are real keen with the ball, especially Gray and Plum are really finding them on the backside. And that team's played together for a couple of years, so they know each other very well. But, Wilson did a good job of making some things happen.
Hey, Coach. Nneka said that she really liked when Jordan and Kennedy were playing together. And I know you said that you were going to be changing around some lineups. Mm-hmm. Is there some things that you saw that you really liked as far as the changes you made?
The balance of minutes, I think for the whole group, the team, I think I'd played about 8 players off the bench, about 16, 23, and 19 minutes there. I think Kennedy got about 23 tonight, for his minutes. And I like the balance of those two guards with Canada and Kennedy, because they can distribute the basketball, also, put us in our offense. And, it just takes time to get some timing. We've got a day, let's see, about 4 or 5 practices now we can get in and, get ready for next week.
Coach, there were times during the game that Liz seemed visibly frustrated and she was outplayed by Asia. What's your message to Liz moving forward?
Well, the main thing is just, with Liz is, keeping her structure inside and using her body to alter shots. And she's going to learn to that. So I was trying to get her posting up offensively a little better, but guarding Asia Wilson is a tough task because she knows how to get down and fade away and get her shot up. So, having it on film for the second time, especially with a new way that we're trying to be more aggressively on defense, it's going to help Liz a little bit more, trying to just keep her inside the paint instead of coming out on a shooter.
Coach, Shanae was saying that that you guys had a couple really good practices this week that impressed her, but also that she feels like she and her teammates are kind of putting pressure on themselves. Do you feel like on both accounts? Do you feel that?
Yeah, I think they were trying hard, a little too hard, and it's they have just got to just have more practices to get the timing down of things that we're doing on the floor differently. And I know I say that a lot differently, but we implemented, some things offensively for us to get shots. We outshot, Vegas tonight. We just didn't make the shots. We only had 13 turnovers, and some of those turnovers were points where the game was like 10 or 12 and then it kind of blew open. But those things are correctable. We can fix those things. My thing is I want about 75 to 80 attempts a game, and that's where we got to get at. But we did a good job, I thought, getting shots, and you just got to hit those. I mean, you saw Vegas; they were, once they get in a pop out, they're gonna put it up and put it in on you. They're a good shooting team.
Fred, going back to Liz a little bit, just knowing what she can do on the court, how dominant she can be, how critical is it for the rest of the season just to get her going consistently? Can't have these, 6.6 rebounds, kind of quiet games.
Yeah, it's, for one is still getting her conditioning up, and she's getting tripled team inside. Sometimes she comes out empty because everybody's collapsing on her. And it's sometimes gets frustrating. and she just got to learn to play through it. Once she gets that out of her system, she'd be a lot better. But defensively, like I say, she's got to learn how to still alter shots, not really swack at it a lot. I think she had a couple blocks tonight. It was pretty good. But, we're looking for her to be a big force in the middle defensively, but offensively, just setting us up a little bit lower, trying to score.
Katie Lou Hamilton, she got you guys out to a good start in the first quarter and then also in the second quarter as well. What was it from her that you liked from seeing from her?
I like, her spacing. She knows about spacing and shooting a jump shot from the outside, especially on the backside of a zone. And, I'm really liking her ball handling ability to really, try to score. We're trying to make her a triple threat player, shoot from the outside, drive, and being a great passer. But Katie Lou gives size. She can guard, a smaller guard, a bigger guard. And she's one of those players who's got a very good high IQ about the game. And, she's always going to be at the right spot, at the right time to put a shot up.
Coach, the result of the game isn't what you anticipated it being. What's your assessment of yourself in your first game as the coach of the Sparks? My assessment is that, I didn't want to lose by 28. Last time it was 28. I think this time it was 17 or something like that. But my assessment of myself on this is, I got what I need to get in and get on film and get game tested. We got practice tested, but we need to get game tested. And we got tested with one of the best teams in the league, right now, 11-2. They're not 11-2 for, not for a reason, but they've done a great job. For me, it's just keeping this team, intact, as long as they have fun together and learning together. I still had, their eyes in the huddle, and when they execute plays and they tried to do some things out there, and it was that much away from happening. And, by the time we play here next time at home, you will see a big time result with this team.
Time for 2 more. All right. So, Coach, I see kind of a trend with the teams kind of forcing your guard players to shoot from the outside. What can you do to kind of instill some confidence in them, so they can start knocking some of these shots down?
You get them in pressure shooting type situations and drills, put a clock on it. And then you also, have them get a lot more reps of shooting in practice. We got a lot of shots in this practice as a group, but I think individually before practice, having them come in and really shooting those shots that they're getting in the game and just getting a better percentage at those spots.
Who's going? Okay. I just want to ask about the wardrobe change. Coaches have been wearing the polo shirts, and first game in, you're wearing a suit. What was that?
Yeah, I mean, we were thinking about doing that last week, and we just changed it. But I just felt that for the first game coming out, this is pretty much my style of dressing. And if you know me back in the day, that's all I would. Pat Riley was one of my guys back in the day. I like, but nah, I just like to look courteous of dressing up and wearing a tie. And I think in a road games, we'll probably still wear, the sweats and the shirts. But being here at home, the staff really loved it, of, dressing out and having it. I just felt, I don't know, it just felt, it felt good to wear something different. That I'm getting tired of washing the same old shirts and and gray. The gray shirt is turning black now. Yeah. You had a question, Chief? Yeah.
Taking everything that the team has done this game, going into next game, what are you implementing to avoid a loss?
What I'm implementing to avoid a loss is probably more pressure in the back court, full court wise. The other is sideline out of bounds plays, a couple more of those in there. And, underneath, you only get underneath the basket, you maybe take it out 5 times a game or something like that. And then the other offensively, we're probably going to see some more zones, and we have to have a sharper type of passing scheme against zones. And I have a couple more sets that I still need to put in so we don't have to run our man sets against zone. And like I said today, the players really implement and try to do what they can, with the 3 practices under me that they've had to see some of the changes. But I like the effort. The last thing I like to say is congratulations to Becky Hammond Hall of Fame. That's that is huge. That's super, you know, and, you know, all the other, you know, Hall of Famers that are going in there. I mean, that's, Becky does a great job with her team, and she's done a lot, and her and I have battles against each other, but I'm just wanted to give my hats off to her and the aces. They did a good job of shooting from the outside today and did what they need to do. My goal really was to, honestly, I can tell you this, I did not want to lose by 28. Okay. And so I just wanted to come out here and play hard and see what we can foster on the end of getting things on film and tape, and let's correct it and let's get better and stay collectively as a team. Thank you. Thank you.